Hello Malcolm, it's Monday 27th of April, it's 10 past 3 in the afternoon. I'm Lewis Buff and I'm bringing you yet another Junction 49 project. This time it's called Slummin It, and basically the idea is that these group of students behind me, just setting up there, they're going to create a slums just outside the university campus and they're going to camp in it for 24 hours. The whole idea being to raise awareness and to raise some money for the charity, for the Oasis Trust. Who mostly support the Bangladesh slums, or 100 girls living in the Bangladesh slums. And fair play to them for coming out here today. The weather hasn't played in their favour, unfortunately, but it hasn't stopped them. They have been delayed by a couple of hours due to the weather because they've had to get this canvas behind us, as you can see, because a lot of it's made of cardboard. But I think it's going to be a great event to follow, and I'll be covering it for the next 24 hours.
That's got to go down because that's the leg.
Put it in the other one.
Oh, not
No, that one. Yeah, that's it. Maybe.
What made you join this event?
Well, Tesha kind of asked me to. Well, JL asked me because I go to CCD with her, so she asked me if I wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, go on then, it'll be fun. It won't rain. It did. That's my fault. Tesha had this idea like last year, like September or something, and she said she just wanted to know if I wanted to be a part in like helping organise and stuff. So I was like, yeah. Because it's something different. Because everyone does like the same kind of fundraising things, like go on runs or go on sponsored walks, cycling and stuff like that. But I don't think I know anyone that's done this, so it's something different to do. It tests you a lot more than going on a 5k run, I think.
Sorry?
Do they have mobiles in the slums?
They don't have mobiles in the slums, but this is so the media junkies can contact me and tell me when they're arriving.
Yeah, you just get your sleeping bag, plonk yourself on top of the cardboard and run your uncle.
Radio Derby, how you doing? You alright there? How's it all going?
It's not going too badly. Yeah, I'm glad we said
There's a bit more stuff behind that. There's some nice to be. Oh, how it was looking for the super
So we've got one.
So those middle bits.
So are we absolutely sure?
I don't think we have.
What else is there?
But
So then freeze first.
Don't get me on the camera smoking. People in Bangladesh don't smoke.
I think it's with the skinny bit.
Okay.
let's go walk over here. Yeah, so you've been in the slums for what, 3 hours now? How's it going?
I'm soaked, I'm wet, I'm cold. It's good.
Great.
We've got a shelter.
Tasha, how's it going?
It's cold. We've only been here a few hours, and I actually, it's pretty miserable. I can't imagine what it would be like to live in conditions like this, and worse actually, because we haven't got the stench. So
And we've got a decent amount of food.
yeah, we've got water and
Well,
shelter.
You've got to get some footage of this.
And we have gaffer tape. They're all just laughing at us now.
Sure. This is where it's at. This is slumming it. I'm like cold.
Because my
It's not
coat is
good.
waterproof,
Yeah?
but it's not
It's
completely.
not good. What's happening today is just not good. God, I just have to talk to God today.
If you're trying to imagine it's like this, but you've got open sewers, you've got the heat, you've got rotting food, you've got animals jamming, you've got rats.
Insects.
Yeah, no, I know. It's not. This is nothing. I know that. I think it's disgusting. I think our world is disgusting. Get that camera out of my face.
That's what you're here for.
I know, but I can't do this. You're not supposed to be recording me.
You said, you were like earlier, oh, could you please get me on camera? Ha!
There you go, you're right.
Get that.
All going well? I did.
This is
I think that I feel like I'm a spot for
I've got loads of great. No, you're great. Thank you. That's
Good morning. It's the 28th today, and it is now 12:15. Guys have been out here for, what is it now, 22 hours?
22 hours. 22 painful hours, yeah.
So how do you think it's gone?
Absolutely fantastic, actually. I think I'm Slummin' It's been pretty much everything it should have been. It's been difficult, it's been cold and exhausting, and I mean, we've had some really fun points as well. Like, we had a friend come and bring us some Indian chai last night. That was very cheerful. It was really fun. But we've definitely got a taste of how difficult slum life can be, and how depressing and how exhausting it can be. And I think that's been a really important part of it. I think the next time I see a homeless person, I'll be a lot more sympathetic towards them. So, yeah.
And what's the next step for you? Are you going to do this again, or is there something else on the cards?
I'm not going to be at Derby Uni as a chaplain next year, but I really hope this can be replicated. I'm really hoping some of the students can carry on the baton, because I think there are tons more students who could have got involved today and probably would have done if the weather was nicer.
So possibly it's an annual event then, to raise more awareness for
I
it.
hope so, yeah, definitely.
And so you were on the radio yesterday.
Yep.
How did that go?
A little bit scary, first time on the radio, and they came back again this morning to see if we were still alive. So that was fun.
Did ITV turn up in the end?
No, they didn't, because we had to delay everything by 2 hours because of the awful rain, so they couldn't make our new schedule. But we got onto BBC Radio Derby, and we got a little slot in the Derby Telegraph, so that was good.
Okay.
Good.
And what about the guys? They all had a good time?
I think so. It's been really good, a really bonding experience, actually. Yeah, really good.
And how about the money you've raised? Have you raised a lot? Are you willing to disclose?
We're about £4 under 900 altogether.
Wow, there you go. So I'm very proud of yourselves. Well done. Hello, sir.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name is James.
And so you're not from the uni. What are you doing here?
No, I'm not. I work for Christian Aid, which is an international development agency based in the UK, who works on projects abroad, like the Bangladesh project we've been sleeping out for this last 24 hours.
And how did you hear about this?
Well, I actually heard about it at Freshers' Fair last July, or whenever it was. When was Freshers' Fair?
September.
Last September. I heard about it at Freshers' Fair, and Tash, the international chaplain, she had it planned. She wanted to do this event, and I saw it and said this is a great way of getting students involved with international development, and supported her on that. So that's how I heard about it.
Fantastic. And so were you behind it a lot then, or did you just turn up for this weekend or this day?
No, I have been supporting it along the way. Obviously, we needed help with marketing, and we needed, obviously, generally speaking, the students and the people who were behind it at the chaplaincy helped organise it and helped put it together on campus. But I did a lot of the communications on it, so I wrote a lot of the press releases and did all of the flyers and things like that. So I supported it as best I could from where I was, because I'm not obviously around in Derby.
Okay. And have you ever been to a real slum?
I have. I've been to a number of different slums. Not in Bangladesh, it has to be said, but I've been to Western African slums, I've been to Central African slums, and I've been to slums in Sri Lanka in South Asia.
And obviously the conditions are a lot worse there, but obviously you've had heavy rain, which kind of bit of sympathy there for you, I think. But what do you think is the main difference between here and what you've tried to do here?
The main difference between the real slums and this?
Yeah, obviously we all know what they are, but significantly, obviously you were just trying to recreate something, just create awareness for it. What's been the main impact of that awareness you've tried to create?
Well, I guess what we've actually been trying to achieve is essentially have something on Derby University campus which demonstrates the student heart in this country for people living abroad and in other countries. Because as much as it is very different, I mean, you go to a real slum and look at what we've done here, it's a different world. I mean, people over there are actually forced to do it, this is their lives. But what we've tried to do here is really just get student populace involved in being active and campaigning for justice. And the fact that over 1 billion people today actually live in slum conditions is just not on, and if we can take a stand for that here at Derby University, then that's fantastic.
So we've made a stand. Are you going to try and pass this information on to other universities maybe?
Well, I work within a number of universities in the East Midlands, and I think it's a fantastic way to get students engaged with these kind of issues. So maybe I might take the idea a bit forward, try and find some of the other universities in the area, but who knows what's going to happen. I certainly think it's a great idea for other unis to want to get involved with it.
And what about this becoming like an annual event at Derby?
I would love to think that in the next year or the next 2 years that people will carry on doing this, and maybe it can grow, maybe the weather will be a bit better, and then it can turn into something a bit bigger and stronger, and maybe as a fundraising as well as an awareness raising event.